Chapecoense tragedy has proved that as football fans and as a world, we are closer than ever before. Founded in 1973 in the small city of Chapeco, Chapecoense have won 5 state championships. In 2014, they completed their rise up the divisions, competing in the Campeonato Brasileiro for the first time since 1979. The tiny club surprised many in 2016, earning 52 points from 37 matches. This year, Chapecoense shined brightest in cup competitions, beating San Lorenzo and Independiente on the way to the Sudamericana final. On November 28, 2016, Lamia Flight 2933, which was carrying the Chapecoense squad to the first leg of their Copa Sudamericana final, crashed on the way to Jose Maria Cordova International Airport. There were 71 casualties, including 19 of the 22 Chapecoense players on the plane. Other casualties included club staff, flight crew, and members of the Brazilian football media. Since the tragedy, the football world has come together in unprecedented fashion. Again, football has become a metaphor. Great stories don't always have happy endings, and through this tragedy, we have the opportunity to show our best quality as fans: solidarity, empathy, friendship, companionship, and love. In the days following the tragedy, the CBF, Brazil's FA, decreed 7 days of mourning and postponed the matches of the last round of the Brazilian Championship and the final of the Brazilian Cup. In Chape, funeral processions were held in the club's home ground as supporters from across Brazil and the world joined in solidarity. Every FA around the world has held a moment of silence ahead of domestic and foreign matches dedicated to the team. Several clubs have offered to donate money and offer youth players to the besieged club, and players from across the world have shown gestures of solidarity. Barcelona have selected Chapecoense as the team they invite to play them in their annual Jeune Camper Trophy, their final match at the new camp before the season begins. On top of this, nations around the world lit up their national monuments in remembrance. This tragedy has also brought the nations of Brazil and Colombia closer than ever before. Following the accident, the president of Colombia's Independiente Santa Fe, last year's Sudamericana champion, gave Chapecoense their trophy in a symbolic gesture. In Bogota, there were numerous vigils held, where thousands gathered to pay their respects. Atlético Nacional have stood out for their compassion. They insisted that the trophy for this competition be awarded exclusively to Chape. Furthermore, over 150,000 of their supporters gathered to pay tribute to the club, also writing several songs for them. Since, a bond has flourished between Chape and Atlético Nacional supporters, who have vowed to remain brothers forever. Back home in Brazil, supporters have been coming together like never before. And for the first time in their history, the supporter groups from the 4 biggest clubs of Sao Paulo, who notoriously have a hatred towards each other, gathered together and sang in solidarity in the middle of the city for the fallen team. After that, fans of clubs in Curitiba and Rio have joined them to sign an agreement of peace. The fans coming together in solidarity with Chape has shown everyone that they can stand together without conflict. Supporter groups in every city and country have created their own gestures in honour of those who have fallen. And over the past 2 weeks, there probably hasn't been a stadium that has hosted football that hasn't had a banner honouring Chapecoense. In a world that feels increasingly divided, the Chapecoense tragedy has united us like never before. Through our love for football, this tragedy has impacted all of us. That through our universal love for this game, that out of such a negative occurrence, we can find something positive. ForçaChape.